Hello everyone, this is the 영국어 podcast. Today I will be talking about just my life at the moment without too many details, just student life sort of thing. I just graduated, so I'm still living in the city that I live in, but I don't have very much to do at the moment, so just hanging out with my friends, except most of them are on holiday right now, so less of that at the moment. Yesterday I went to the library and I got some books. My school library has a lot of books from different countries, like from Africa, Middle East, Asia. So they have a lot of Korean literature, and I decided to get some poetry and a novel as well. I found out that the word for a poetry collection, I feel like there's a better word for that in English actually. When I remember I'll add it on the screen. But I found it in Korean, it's called 시집, which I found very cute. Like a house for poems. I thought that was really cute, so I borrowed a 시집. I don't really know who the poet is, but the cover looked quite cool, so I just picked it randomly. And these days the weather is quite nice, so I've been going to some cafes, had some coffee. I can't have coffee all the time because I take a medication, but the days that I don't take it, then I like to get coffee, like Americano or drip coffee, although drip coffee is really expensive at the moment, but yeah, I really like coffee. I have a level test in maybe 2 weeks' time, so I'm studying a bit for that. When I was in Korea, I only studied up to level 3, so hard to quantify, but it's not very difficult. It's like a low intermediate, whereas what I did at school in the UK, like this year, was maybe level 5 or 6 I think. It was quite difficult, so I'm not really sure when I go back to taking classes what level I'll have, but I'll be at, I suppose. I want to study just to make sure that I don't end up in a really low level because of some mistakes, so I've been reviewing some grammar and things like that. I feel like in English a lot of because I'm a native speaker of English, I don't really recognize a lot of things about English until I really think about it, when I'm trying to compare maybe to Korean. I had this when I was teaching Dutch to a Korean student as well. There were loads of things where I'd just never thought about that before. So she would ask me questions and I just had no idea how to answer them, so I'd have to write it down and get back to her about it. It's a bit embarrassing. So it's not easy to teach your own language. It's much harder than you think. I've spoken to some Korean friends. I would ask them questions and they wouldn't really know how to answer either. They'd never thought about it before, so But yeah, in Korean a lot of the meaning is in the conjugation of the verb. So the ending of the verb changes to add more meaning, which I think is really cool because it has so much variety that way. There's so much variety. You can express a lot of feeling very quickly because because it's all in the verb. Whereas in English, you don't really have that. So verb is just tenses and stuff. And I don't really know, like, in English, where does all the meaning go? Like, which kind of word specifically would be more used? Like adjectives or nouns or what? Yeah, I'm not really sure. That's something I don't think about because I just say stuff. But yeah, so I've been studying and reading some books, except reading literature is really hard in Korean. So I'm making a lot of flashcards on Quizlet for all the words that I don't know because there's too many. And it's really funny when I learn a new word and then I see it somewhere else really soon after. I always wonder, like, is it because I just learnt that word that it's noticeable, or is it a coincidence? Like, I think I was trying to translate my poem in English to Korean, which didn't go very well, but I did try. And I wanted to think of the word, or like I looked up the word for press, like press down. And there's a few different ways to say that in Korean. So I think it's just 누르다, but then there's also 칫 누르다. And I saw that word in a book, one of the books that I got out from the library. So I was like, wait, I know that one. So that was quite funny. I really like when that happens, when I've actually remembered a word instead of it just going into the abyss. Yeah, because, like, literary language, I guess, is so different to regular language, and especially in Korean. I think in English too, but maybe I just don't think about it. But in Korean, there's so many beautiful phrases and expressions and stuff, so I really like to learn them, even if I can't use them when I'm speaking. I think that's always sort of been my, not goal necessarily, but just why do I learn it? Because I want to speak to people. That was sort of my main thing. And obviously because I was doing it academically in school, you also have to read and write, and I really do like writing. But I think I don't like studying, so having to study to get better at, let's say, reading or writing, it's just not so much my thing. So I do write my diary in Korean and stuff, but even that is not very, like, literary, is it? It's just like the same way I would speak to someone, the sort of way of speaking or writing, I suppose. So it's harder to improve, I think, learning that sort of side of a language. For me anyway, I think speaking to people, making friends, even though I'm quite shy, especially because Koreans are also shy in speaking English, a lot of them anyway, that I've met. It has been easier for me to practice and improve my speaking and my sort of colloquial Korean, so yeah, that's just a bit of what I've been doing and thinking about. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and let me know if I should do more solo ones or if you prefer the conversations. I'll probably do a bit of both anyway. Thanks for listening.